Have you been going through life feeling lost? Are you lost right this minute? When I interact with many young people, the question I'm always getting asked is, how do you find your purpose? How do you know what to do? And they always ask me, did you always know you wanted to be a teacher? And I've come to the realization that it's not just young people, there are also older people who are still looking for their purpose in life. So in this video, I'll be taking you through this process of how you can find your purpose. I know there's so many videos that have been done about it. So I want you, if you focus, have your pen and paper, stay till the end of the video, and you will be sure to find something. Hello people, this is Zippy and welcome to my classroom. You have your pen and paper, right? Good. And first of all, a shout out to every person who has subscribed, and Happy New Year, first video of 2024. So let's get right onto it. First thing, I want you to write down what you love. Find out, what do you love? Do you love food? Do you love music? Do you love sports? What exactly do you love? Write, okay? Write at least 5 things that you love. And here you're trying to find your purpose. So you're thinking, and I tell my students, do not enter a career that you're going to hate. And so we are starting from this. Find something you love. Okay, so have you written those 5 things? We're good. You can now move on, but take the time. If you need to pause, just pause and then find those 5 things that you love to do. Okay, then second of all, find what you're good at. What exactly are you good at? Are you good at editing? You're given group work and you're the video editor for that video that you did in school. Are you good in public speaking? What exactly are you good at? Are you good at playing an instrument? Is that something that you're good at? Okay, list those 5 things. TikTok. And if you've already finished, go ahead, subscribe to this channel. It will really help us grow. And like, share, send this to somebody. If you're a parent, you're a teacher, you're a student, send this to somebody you feel is going to benefit. Okay, so we can move on. The third thing I want you to list are 5 hobbies. What do you love to do in your free time? You love reading? Do you love hanging out with friends? You love dancing? You love, whatever it is. Think, what are these 3 things that I love doing in my free time? Okay, so those are hobbies. So we've done 3 things so far. Moving on. Now I want you to pause and think of past experiences that made you happy. I feel this is a big step that many people overlook, because there are things that we used to do in our childhood that we may have stopped for whatever reasons. Teenagehood came in, fear of people seeing you and whatever it is. But there are things you did in your childhood that used to make you happy. I want you to reflect, think. Could be, when you were taking care of your pet, that was your happiest moment. You took a trip to a museum, a laboratory, certain place that really made you happy. Or a certain speaker came to school and said something that jazzed you a lot. You were like, this is something I would love to do. Okay, just go back and see, was it some place you stood before people and you had the time of your life? Or was it when you were taking care of that pet you have? Or you, at some point, you went to the countryside and you were maybe milking the cows or tending to the farm and you had a great time. I want you to reflect and list those things down. Now I want us to now list an experiment, 3 to 5 things that you're going to try out. Maybe there's a trip coming up that you had no interest in taking part. Sign up for that trip. Okay, there's this activity at your school, if you're a student, or at work there's an after work program that people are signing up for. I want you to sign up for that. Yeah, just list what has been coming up in the last year or a few years you've been, in that place, in that school, in that organization, and things have been coming up. Think of a new project. There's the newsletter of where you work, and it's something you had at the back of your mind, but you're like, no, there's no extra money, I'm just going to put in a lot of time for nothing. No, I want you to list. I mean, just think of those things, because one of the great things here when you're trying to find your purpose is to experiment as much as possible. Try this, try that, try everything. And I've mentioned this before in another episode. Try. You will not know what you're good at if you don't try. So pick this and that, try, and avoid this fear of failure. And the thing is, the more you try and you realize you don't like this, or you fail in this, you get fired from this particular thing, and then that fear now goes off. Okay, it just goes away, and then you start thinking, okay, well, I survived that, I'll survive something else. So you keep trying. So I want you to experiment. So you've listed the opportunities you have for you to try. Okay, great. The next thing I want you to do is list down 5 things that other people say you're good at. At the beginning, we started by writing what we are good at, what we think we are good at. Now, people around you tell you you're good at this. Maybe you're good at nurturing, you're good at cooking, you're good at repairing things, your photos, you're so good at photography. What do people tell you? Because we know ourselves and we believe the things that we know are good at, but then there's that imposter syndrome. So, that thing that comes and tells you, you're not really good at this, you're not. But then people time and time again keep coming and telling you, oh wow, you're actually good at this, and then you just brush them off. I want you to list, think. You're going to just be watching and pausing. So think of what people tell you you're good at. It could be even the most minute of things. Write it down. The 7th step I want you now to make is list the things you do for charity. Okay, things you do for charity, things you find yourself gravitating towards. It could be helping animals. You're those, I see people, they'll notice a cat is limping. You didn't even, your eyes were not even there, you didn't notice, but this particular person straight away noticed that cat was limping. Or they noticed a bird on a tree there looking like they're not okay. So that is your calling. You always notice when other people need help. You have that. It's a charity. You're always giving to people. You gravitate towards children. When you see children suffering, it's something that calls your name, and then you go out and you're the person who cannot pass people on the street without giving them something. What is it that you feel pulled towards? It could be fighting for the rights of others. You're always the one, even since you were small in class, when your rights were violated, you're the one to speak up on everybody's behalf. That was your form of charity. So think about that. List 3 to 5 things. Okay? So now that you're done listing all those things, find patterns. You'll realize most of the things you're doing tend to gravitate towards one side. You find yourself that you're more of a logical person. The things you're choosing have to do with numbers and medicine and such kinds of things. So you start to see where your purpose is headed. You're the person who loves to be outgoing, out there, on stage, in front of people. That is where your purpose is headed. Okay? You're the kind of person who loves to make a big impact but not to be seen. You do your great things but behind the scenes. That is your way to your purpose. So after you have listed these things, see where you can make money, because when you look at the Japanese technique of Ikigai, which is reason for being, and which I've talked about before, you have the 4 dimensions, yeah, and we'll put up the picture on the screen. The 4 dimensions are looking at what you love, okay, you've listed that. Looking at what you're good at, you've listed that. Looking at what the world needs, you've listed that as your charity. And then now you're looking at what you can be paid to do. And the sad thing is, in life, there are many people who are earning lots of money, but they're so unhappy and they hate their lives and they have no purpose and they have no idea which direction to take. And on the other hand, we have people who are loving their days. You love what you do, but you have no money, you have no food on your table, you're not able to pay school fees for your child. So for you to find your purpose, it needs to be a balance where these 4 points meet. That's your Ikigai, that's your reason for being. Why are you here? You know, you are looking at your mission. What is your mission? Your mission is what the world needs plus meeting what you love. So where that, you have your mission. On the other hand, you have your profession, you have your vocation, and you have your passion. These things that you love and that you are good at. But we need to balance those 4, because you might love to do something but there's no money in it, or you might make a lot of money in something but you find no sense, you don't enjoy it. Where is our balance? So you've listed, you have your list of said you find your patterns and then see where you can make money. This will help you if you're trying to choose a university to join, or if you're trying to look for a job, you're looking for a change of careers. Look at that. I know it's a lot of writing, it's a lot of listening, but it will be worth it in the end. Do not confine yourself to anything. You can do more than one thing. You can have a combination of many things. Nobody is tied down to one thing. Who said you can only be a teacher? You can be a teacher and still be a content creator like I'm doing. Yeah, you are still finding your purpose. You can be a doctor and a singer at the same time. You're still finding your purpose. So do not confine yourself and say, I have to find this one thing. No, nobody is limited like that. We are humans, you say. Yeah, no human is limited. So do whatever it takes. But I also want you to remember that it takes years of learning. It takes years of exploration. So do not just say, I can't do this, I can't. No, you need to keep learning, keep moving, keep exploring, so that you can join the percentage of people. A study was done in the United States and only 25% of the people knew what their purpose was. 57% of the people had absolutely no idea. And then there was that small percentage left that was somewhere in between. So for you to get to the 25%, get to try, follow the steps I have given you, and then let me know, what have you found out? This is going to help you make great decisions for your life, so that you stop feeling lost, so that you're not the person who's scared of getting out of bed. You're scared of meeting people because they're going to ask you, what do you do? And you have no idea. And you're not looking at people going through life and doing these great things, and you feel like you are still not sure who you are. You don't know your identity, you don't know what your purpose is on this earth. Every person has a purpose. I wish you all the best in finding yours. Let me know in the comment section what you have discovered. Let me know what you plan. Do you have other tips of helping other people, find their purpose, or something that you did that helped you find your purpose? I wish you all the best. See you in the next episode. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Please follow me also on other platforms. On Instagram at Zippy's Classroom, on TikTok at Zippy's Classroom as well. And yeah, keep engaging with me. I wish you all the best in this new year. I hope you find your purpose. And yeah, kwaheri.